Hey guys, what's going on?
What up?
We're launching a new YouTube channel, and we figured, what better way to do that
is to buy a tiny little CRX.
So we are starting a new project car video series. We're going to get the U-Haul trailer right now, and we're going to go get the car. So,
here we go.
Here we go. Alright, so we got the car off the trailer, got the trailer returned back to U-Haul. Couldn't get the car off for some reason, so we grabbed the four-wheeler to yank it off the trailer. We may or may not have ripped off a chunk of the exhaust.
And we'll be showing you the axle that it also ripped off.
Yeah, so pro tip, when you take a car off the trailer, make sure nothing's catching on the trailer.
Don't just keep ripping.
Don't just yank on it harder and harder.
Just keep pulling, and when you can't pull it off, get a four-wheeler.
Yeah, so we got that off. Not a big deal. We already knew we needed an exhaust for it. Now we just really need an exhaust for it. But I mean, really, the moment you're waiting for is coming up now. Come check out our new car. Well, here we are. We got the CRX in. We got it in our bay right now. What else did we do? Besides ripping off the exhaust
and the axle,
we did rip off an axle.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you guys when we get it up in the air. It's kind of hard to see right now. On top of that, we have 3 different wheels on this car.
We have missing lug nuts.
Pretty nasty oil leak
everywhere.
But for a $300 car, it's not bad.
And it should be able to take nitrous.
Should be able to take nitrous just fine. I think we need to get it running, and see where we're at after that.
Let's get a battery.
That is definitely a healthy amount of oil right there. I don't know if that's going to focus or not, but that is absolutely how much oil you want in your car. Dots are just a suggestion. You don't really need anything more than that. When your oil is low, completely ignore what it says from the factory service manual about what oil it should take. In this case, I think it's 530 or 1030. We have some 040 European oil laying around. We're going to top off with this because this is a $300 CRX. This is a budget.
It's called a synthetic blend. When you don't know what's in there, so you just add synthetic.
Alright, so here's what we found so far. The old battery right here was actually so bad that it wouldn't take a charge. It was actually causing a draw on the charger, so we do have to replace that. We found this FVP battery, which is way too big, but it fits in the spot.
It's gonna arc.
So we're gonna hook that up and see what happens as far as that's concerned. Moving on into the interior, when I turned the key on, I didn't notice much of anything, but I did notice we do have power to the module here. You can tell because when I turned the switches on and stuff like that, I did hear the relays click on. However, I had no power in the ignition switch. Now, this has been done before. This entire harness, I'm pretty sure this is the ground wire right there. It was actually disconnected, so just for temporary testing, I went ahead and just pushed those together, so that should give me enough of a ground, assuming this is the ground, to try to start the car. As far as all these connectors goes, I thought these may have been the connectors for the ECU. However, we took this panel off and found the ECU is connected, so this leads me to believe that this is probably radio, HVAC control, stuff like that.
Turn the key on quick.
We're going to turn the key on real quick and see if we can't start her up. Here we go. I might have to push the clutch in, which means, here, do you want to take the camera? Well, here goes attempt number 2 of starting the vehicle. We should have voltage now.
We should.
That's the wrong key. This one doesn't work, fair warning. Okay, maybe it's that one that doesn't work. One of these keys doesn't work. The ignition switch is a little weird.
Touchdown. Need something else connected.
Something's not connected. I really want to know what this
I'm gonna
is.
go see if we got power at the starter when you're doing that.
Okay. If not, we can jump the starter.
Kidding.
At least just to turn it over to private oil system.
Yeah.
Probably doing that too long ago.
Well, no, but we can do it enough to figure out what our issue is, hopefully. Because it might just be a starter relay.
Oh, broken starter cable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that would explain why we have no starter. Of course, we don't have a ding or anything because none of that's installed.
And here's the turn on.
For the starter?
Yeah.
Well, we keep just finding issues that are easy to solve at least.
Yeah. Where's the cable? It pulled itself clean off.
Okay, so this engine mount must have broken or something.
It must have, and then yanked the cable down right off.
But that's fixable. We can fix it. So can we hardwire the starter to try it out? See if we can start the car?
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
You want to get work on hardwiring it, and I'll try starting it up?
I'll just go find some big cable, yeah. Just bridge it.
All right. All right, so we found a starter. What the hell?
Yeah, just in case you need 7 turn-on wires.
So we found a starter that'll work to steal the wires off of, just to jump the starter and see if we can't make it work. I'm hoping that when we hook the wires up, the ignition switch works.
Yeah, because that was something he had mentioned immediately. Main relay wasn't going to work. We probably should have went and got a main relay. But it literally could be our whole issue, but we don't know.
I mean, the main relay didn't well, holy crap. Does this look abnormally dark and burnt to you?
Yeah, we don't worry about stuff like that, Jacob.
Okay.
We don't.
You don't want to worry about? Okay.
We don't need to worry about.
But with any luck, I'm hoping we fix these wires, the car starts right up, and we just made a killing on a $300 car. Will it happen? Probably not.
Probably not. No.
But it's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts. It's like giving gifts on Christmas. Can't even.
Alright, so we got an update here. Starter does turn when you put the straight 13 volts to it. And the engine does crank over by hand, which means the engine isn't seized.
Which is like more than we can say for the starting system.
Starting system is 10 levels of. If we go back in here, I've been dealing with this for the last probably half an hour or so. I don't know what this is. Someone added that in. The harness down here has been cut.
Excuse the music. It's loud as
Everything has been jerry-rigged to work, and it doesn't work. So I think we're at the point where we're gonna probably look for a body harness online, order one up, and
Or hardwire everything ourselves.
hardwire everything. But that's where we're at with that right now. It's just a lot of backyard, unprofessional half fixes that just made everything worse. Realistically, if we have a hardwire fuel pump, hardwired starter, it should run.
It should run, yeah, no. I think with a good whack, it would crank over and probably start. I don't know how long. The starter was probably dead.
But it would be the first time we've said screw the body harness and just made it work.
Yeah, no. If it gets it started, I don't care. Yeah. Then we gotta paint it.
And we do have to paint it after it runs.
Yeah.
And of course we're going to do the refresh kit on it, new gaskets, new plugs, some cheap eBay exhaust for it. Thankfully the bolts have been oiling up for us to take them out. And it didn't have any oil in it, I think I mentioned that earlier, so lots of little projects. This is definitely going to be an experience.
We got a real winner rolling in, I think.
Alright guys, I think that does it today. Thanks for checking out the video. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button, subscribe, click notifications.
And follow us on social media. Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Do it up.
Yeah, we'll see you next week on the next episode of our CRX. Take it easy guys.
See our dick. Come have a break, sit down, have a smoke. Just lug this bitch 2 hours.
She doesn't like zooming in quickly.
Too fast, man. Slow down a bit.
Yeah, that's not going on a YouTube video.